Hi, welcome to NeoCon 2022 in the Egan Showroom. We're excited to have you here. Please come on in, let's show you a little bit about what we're showing this year at NeoCon. Over here to our left, you'll notice our GlassRite product. We believe Egan is the best in glass. We have the largest breadth of glass solutions with our GlassRite product and our Egan Aero. You have options from 2 millimeters thick up to 5 millimeters thick within our product offerings. You'll notice the Egan ink graphic images on both boards there, utilizing some modern architecture and giving some nice design elements to our product. The matte finish gives you the ability to have projectability with our glass with an ultra low throw projector. It's a topical treatment, so you can also still use the board as a dry erase surface, but you'll notice a unique and different texture and feel to it as you're writing with that matte finish glass. We think it's actually really kind of cool. You also see our traditional GlassRite product coming across with a little bit more gloss on the material. That allows for a little bit more reflection, but also a sharper image as you look at the graphics that are shown here on the two black backboards where we have the modern building. You'll notice on the matte finish a little more muted design, and maybe the image isn't as sharp and as crisp as what you see with our regular GlassRite product. Coming along and mounting our GlassRite product directly to the wall, we have our matte solution in white, and again our Egan GlassRite gloss. So every architect and designer out there will tell you if you want the best writing experience, least amount of ghosting, everything like that, you're going to need to have glass. Well, at Egan, we believe we have the evolution beyond that. And that happens with our EVS writing surface. And now today with our Dimension Hover, we bring to you the design aesthetic of glass. This is only 1/5 of an inch thick material, so very thin, actually thinner than most glass boards out on the market. Cleans the same way as glass. Writability is the same as glass, erasability is the same as glass, but the projectability and the viewing angles of this are far superior. So when you need to have that value engineer for your magnetic glass board solution, you really should consider the Dimension Hover product in our EVS surface. The EVS surface at Egan is our proprietary surface. It's what we use as a foundation for everything we do, and it carries over into our other Dimension family products. So here is Dimension 13 slider. So what you'll notice is our integrated technology wall, where you have your television set, so you can have your, if you will, smart conference room, but then you'll have the utilization of, if you will, dumb marker boards that integrate very well with this high-end technology. So when you're all done with your presentation, you'll be able to come over, bring your conference room back to that nice writing surface, so now your clients can come in and see your mark on the world, and they'll be able to see it from the best viewing angle of any board in the industry. It actually has the definition on these surfaces of a high-end television set. So 4K, 1080p type quality and clarity on your next written presentation with the Egan sliders. The other nice thing about this is it's integratable with products that you already have. So if you have a Dimension 13 board already or a Dimension steel board, all you have to get is our rail kit and order your sliders and you'll be ready to go. Please reach out to your local Egan rep to get more information, but it really is as simple as 1, 2, 3. Backboard, rail kit, and slider, and you'll be all ready to go. Coming across the corner, you'll see our Dimension STRATUS board, and over here we've had Brittany Mara, who's been doing some work and putting some artwork onto our boards. You know, as Brittany explained in her latest correction of abstract art, I think we've done 4 or 5 iterations of your work. Third, okay. And every time it comes back to the original white. We're really excited to illustrate the capabilities of EVS and the cleanability of it. Behind you, you'll notice our Egan feature wall. This overviews all of our different design families. So we have our Dimension series, which are all of our frameless offerings. So the STRATUS board and the Hover, you'll notice both with a very thin profile edge to just apparently float off the wall. Our Egan Curve solution, which we'll show more of here in a second, and our Dimension 13 product with a very basic square edge. Then our GlassRite family. And again, we talked about having the best in glass. With the thinness, you'll be able to see the 2 millimeter thick Egan Aero glass and the 5 millimeter thick GlassRite. Why get thinner glass? Clearer, more concise message without the drop shadow as you go to the thicker product. But either one you'll notice here in white or in the Egan red is available with the Egan Infinite Color Palette program. So over 7,000 standard colors available to you on either one of our glass brands, Aero or GlassRite. If you can't find a color in there, we need to talk because there's plenty of options. The only challenge you're going to have is finding the right marker, because you'll notice you'll probably need a special white paint pen or something to be able to show up on some of those darker color options. Coming across our feature wall, you'll see the box core and the classic. And then our architrave series over here, which is basically the box core with a wood frame, bringing in more of a biophilic type design element. We'll continue around the corner and showcase some of our mobiles. Here we have the Egan architrave, disperse, and box core mobile. You notice they share a common design base language, but different materials and substrates manufacturer come up with the core. So you have your PET material over here for acoustics. You have your EVS for the most clear, concise writing experience possible. Your disperse, which brings in a wood veneer element above the PET to bring a biophilic type design. EVS on the backside of this. And then our glass-right box core. So now you'll have glass on both sides to be able to have that same continuity whatever the boards are inside your office. We also do a full line of tabletop screens that integrate with all of these designs. Here we have our Egan AVA lectern. This is the commercial iteration of a design partnership we did with Microsoft to create a technology-friendly lectern. It has a automatic height adjustment. It is Bluetooth enabled. We also have a case that is accessible from the front and the rear for all your audiovisual equipment. RU racks internally to accommodate that. Branding opportunities with your front modesty panel here being in veneer. We can either engrave your logo or we can print your logo right onto the veneer. And then desktop functionality with the ECA modules. So you have power, you can have data and access points to the various technology and things that you have inside the cabinet. So very technology friendly, also ADA compliant with our pull-out shelf. So really anyone with an important message to share can utilize the AVA lectern to make that happen. Really excited about the capacities of this piece. Behind me, you'll see our Egan Aero Curve. This is part of our Glassrite family. You'll notice the Egan Inc. logo over there. So if you want to brand our glass boards to be a part of your organization, we're excited to do that for you. Please just send over your logo. We'll get it done. It is a Glassrite curve board. So you'll notice the 4-inch radius curve. Very nice, modern, contemporary design. We had a lot of feedback from the A&D community and our product designers that we need to do something to sort of dress up and make it come a little bit more modern. So we're looking at the new curve collection. You'll see it across several of our design families. The new Egan One tray, the simplification of all your accessory needs. So this tray is available with a neo-magnet mount, so you can place it on any of the Egan magnetic boards. It also comes with an adhesive mount. So if you happen to want to stick it on a wall, or if you found a solution that wasn't magnetic, you'd have a way to integrate a tray with that. Very simple design. You'll notice very clean. Gives you a lot of writing surface and ability to utilize for your communication needs. Coming across, you'll see our Dimension Curve. So taking that same 4-inch radius and bringing in that Dimension design family. This is the steel, so you'll notice the 1-inch thick edge treatment that's on there. We have the Dimension 13 at 1/2 inch that shares this. And then the Hover has a little bit more of a gradual type curve. It doesn't have the 4-inch. But again, all those are designed to help give you a more contemporary, modern aesthetic. And I think as you'll notice as you look at the two side by side, that whichever surface you choose, you're now going to have a best-in-class presentation. With our Dimension product, we also integrate in our Dimension tack panels. So we take our fabric and wrap around the edge of the board and then have the tightest seam in the industry. With our Dimension products, it's as tight as 2 pieces of paper coming together. If you go into our Glassrite solutions, we do Glassrite links at 1/8 of an inch. Again, another tightest in the industry type seam. So really excited about what you can achieve with both our Dimension and Glassrite products. The Egan Tech Turn 3. One of the old stalwarts of our technology lecterns. This entire cavity here is available for your audiovisual professional to integrate switches, microphone hardware, or anything that they need for your conference room or presentation center. Branding opportunities here on the front panel, and then you can also mix and match colors and do other logoing on the side metal panels. You'll notice the ventilation all the way across the top and along the bottom so that we can keep all your equipment cool and functioning correctly. Reach out to us for some help and we'll hopefully design the lectern for you. Coming across, something that I think is very often overlooked is our Egan standing rigging. As we all come back to the office from COVID, there's become more of a demand for how do I create personal space? How do I quarantine off certain areas? The Egan standing rigging is a great opportunity to do that. Some of the feedback we're hearing from our A&D partners is because this isn't a permanent wall, you don't need to do permits. Because of the fact that it's allowing for the open space at top and bottom, you don't have to worry about fire suppression. You don't have to worry about HVAC, the lighting constraints that you might as you're installing walls in a normal environment. This gives you a tremendous amount of flexibility and is integratable with our Box Core 29 product solution. So EVS on one side, PET on the other, or you can do our dispersed panel to bring in sort of a biophilic type look with it, or Glass-Right solutions on both sides. Very, very flexible and a lot of opportunities for you to create some really cool spaces with this. With that concludes everything that we have to share with you in our new Egan showroom here at NeoCon 2022. We're disappointed you weren't able to be here with us in person, but thank you for your time to look around our showroom with us virtually. And please reach out to your local Egan rep or dealer for anything that you need, and we'll be happy to help. Thank you.